Exploring new places does not have to involve spending a lot of money too. What we are trying to propose here are some short weekend away activities that you can enjoy on a small budget. In this video, we are taking you to South Wales, near Cardiff. And our first proposal is St Fagans National Museum of History. Entry to the museum is free, you only need to pay for parking, which costs £6 a day. You can admire over 40 buildings from different historical periods. Kenixton Farmhouse was built in 1610. It was originally somewhere near Swansea and then dismantled and moved to the museum in 1952. The colour red was used to keep away the evil spirits. The building on display today is showing us how it used to look at around 1800s. 2 adults, 3 children, 1 maid and a farm worker lived in the house. The same family lived in this house for hundreds of years. They were originally tenants and then after 200 years they've managed to actually buy the property and keep it in their family. An interesting fact is that the family used to keep goose to guard their courtyard instead of dogs. The pigsty was the building used to keep the pigs. The reason why it was circular in shape is to make it more difficult for pigs to dig their way out. There is a lot of outdoor space to explore, and together with the variety of buildings on display, we would recommend for you to spend at least 2 hours visiting. The tall house was where money was collected from travellers to use the roads. There is a sign on the side showing the various charges for vehicles and animals together with the exemptions in place, such as for the royal family. It only cost £40 at the time to build it, and it contained a room used for collecting tolls and the other room was used as a living area for the toll keeper. You can also see a Victorian school from 1880. During that time, the children had to line up to enter the one and only classroom in the building. The windows were built high so they can only see the sky during the lessons. A common type of farmhouse in Mid and South Wales was what we call a longhouse. This one was originally built in 1470 and then enlarged in 1734. People and animals lived under the same roof and they used the same door to enter the house. Cattle will sleep on the left together with the horses and people will live on the right side of the house. Around 1795, terrace houses started to be built to house mine workers. At the museum, you can see 6 houses on display from different periods of time. One from 1805, 1855, 1895, 1925, 1955 and the most recent one, 1985. In this way you can see the different changes in how buildings looked over time, both inside and outside. Each house will comprise of a living room with 1 bedroom above, accessed by a very steep circular staircase, and there was another bedroom at the back of the property. As you walk towards the shopping area of the museum, you will spot an interesting item. It's a urinal, which is a reconstruction of the one built in the early 1900s. Even back in the days, it was possible for people to shop for everything needed in one place. You can see a replica of a very well-known chain of shops in Wales. It was originally next to a railway station, and you could purchase products from local farms together with some important goods. Products purchased were then taken to the customer house by one of the members of staff from the shops. With no phones, social media and very modern entertainment facilities, institutions to provide entertainment for local workers and their families started to be created. One of them is the Workmen's Institute. The institute comprised of 3 main rooms that could be used downstairs: a reading room, a library and a committee room. And then upstairs there was a main hall used to organize various events. The club finally closed its doors in 1987. We had a very nice time visiting the National Museum of History, and I would definitely recommend this as a very nice day out for the whole family. And remember, entry is free, you only have to pay for parking, so it can definitely go on our budget list of destinations to explore on a weekend. About an hour away from the National Museum of History, you will find the Zipworld Tower, which is the South Wales branch of Zipworld. It has parking on site and is dog friendly, and you can also enjoy a nice cafe with fantastic views. There are 4 activities that you can do on this branch, and I'll leave them on the screen, but the one that our family tried was the Tower Flyer. It costs £17 per person, and if you book it online you will also need to cover a £5 booking fee. It takes about 45 minutes to complete, and 2 people can go on zips at the same time. There are 3 zips with various lengths and is good for all levels of ability. For the night, we've chosen to stop at the Valle Country Park Campsite. It's a small campsite with basic facilities, but they are clean, so nothing to complain about. Check-in must be made using the Gravity Bike Park, which is opposite the campsite, so bear this in mind when you arrive there. I will say in terms of facilities, they're not enough for what the campsite offers in terms of number of pitches, but we had no problem this time because we visited at a quiet time. To complete our weekend away, we've stopped at the Butterfly Zoo on our way back home. It is a nice small butterfly zoo. It costs £4.75 for a child and £6.75 for adult. Bear in mind it's not dog friendly, so you have to take it in turns to visit if you have a dog. The parking is pay and display, and there are various other activities available on site, but we've only visited the zoo this time. It has a great variety of butterflies to admire, and you can spend as little or as long visiting. You will receive identification cards so you can spot various types of butterflies, and also a magnifying glass to find the ones that are hiding away. Butterflies might sit on you during your visit, or they can rest on the floor, so be careful where you're stepping and try not to hurt them. There are also some benches inside. It's a lovely spot to relax and admire the butterflies flying around you. And don't forget to check your clothes before you come out. There is a mirror right at the exit, so you can make sure no butterflies are living with you. We hope you've enjoyed our ideas for a budget weekend away, and stay close for more to come.